Nobody highly successful on this planet got successful off the very first idea they had. I'm not just gonna marry one idea, and especially not the first one that I got. It's different strokes for different folks, man. Different things work with different people. So in this life, you gotta kind of find something that aligns with you. And that's the key word, alignment. You gotta find something that actually fits who you are. So how do you do that? Well, first you need to figure out who you are. You need to be able to actually honestly assess yourself. This requires a very extreme amount of self-awareness that a lot of people lack naturally. You can develop self-awareness, it just takes a lot of time. Most of you have a level of self-awareness, but it's not so much so to where you can actually look at yourself and be real and understand who you are. On the other hand, some of you guys are just younger, so you might genuinely not know right now, and that's normal. But to get to know yourself, you just need to sit with yourself. You need to look at the friends you have around you. You need to look at your environment. You need to go watch my video about you are what you consume, because that's who you are. Everything around you makes you. So if you don't know who you are, sit down with yourself for an hour or two on a random day, just on a Sunday when it's raining or something, I don't know. Sit down, assess your environment, your friends, your family, all that type of shit, all the decisions you made in the past, you know, your hobbies, what you like, what you don't like. Now, once you do figure out who you are and you're able to say, I have that self-awareness now, I know what I like, I know what I don't like, I know what my standards are, all this other bullshit, right? Then you can start to align yourself to different paths in life. You find different paths that work for you. Now, the very first thing you think of usually is gonna sound like a good idea, but it's usually gonna be like one of your worst ideas. So never go with the very first thing. That's why refinement is so important. That's what this whole channel is about. This is all about men's refinement. So no, I'm not some damn guru out here, nothing like that. I'm not no life coach or dating coach or no bullshit like that. I'm just a guy out here who's got myself to a certain level, and I want to help other guys get themselves to a certain level. That's it. As you go through life, you'll start to learn this lesson that I'm telling you right now just by living. I always say there's two ways you can learn in life. You know, either life's going to teach you, or you can listen to someone else who's already been taught by life. So I'm telling y'all now, since I've already been taught by life, that the longer that you live on, you're going to start to understand that alignment is really over everything else. It makes for a more comfortable life, a better life, a more fulfilled life. It works. You know, there's no reason to go with anything that doesn't align with you. If you're not really like the assertive decision-making type, you're not going to be no fucking CEO. If you don't like being on your feet all day and you're not really that empathetic, you're not going to be no nurse or a doctor. You know what I mean? You find things in life that align with who you are and you go with that. But like I said, first and foremost, you just got to figure out who it is that you are, figure out what you align with and who you align with. Now, for a lot of you young guys, one of the biggest decisions you're going to make soon isn't going to be around people or anything like that. It's going to be around you with your career. I'm big on pros and cons lists. Yeah, I'm the type to pull out that loose leaf piece of paper, give me a pencil or a pen. I'm writing down pros, cons, line in the middle, and I'm writing down, all right, what works for me, what don't. But just know that there's no rush with any of these type of things, guys. Like, you need to obviously be able to make decisions, right? But just understand that if you're younger, if you're in your 20s, or even if your age ends in the word teen, just know that you have plenty of time. You can change your career multiple times throughout your life and still be all right. You just gotta find whatever aligns with you. Same thing goes for the woman you end up with. Same thing goes with, you know, the house you want to live in. Same thing goes for all this shit. But just remember, the moral of the story is everyone has their own path in life. Everyone's path is unique. Everyone has their own thing that they're gonna go through, and you shouldn't compare yourself to anybody else out here. This is all of our first times living on this planet. There's no pressure. No one around here knows what the fuck is going on. There's billions of people on the planet. We made a system that kind of works for most of them, and that's what we go with. All right, that's what it is. There's no perfect way to live, and there's no perfect path for you. You just have to find out what aligns with you. So this video is more so for my young men out there who are trying to get to that apex level, who are trying to figure out what they want to do in their life, whether it's career, relationship, whatever you got going on right now. This is also for my guys who might feel some pressure right now, for people around them or situations around them. This is for my guys who went down a path that they thought was right, ended up not being right for them, and now they want to switch paths and they think that they're running out of time. Just know that it is okay. You're fine. Breathe. Take your time. Figure it out what it is you align with. Figure out who you are. Then what you align with. And then go for it. And keep trying a bunch of shit. Take risks. Fail. 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 And then fail again. Because I'm telling you right now, nobody highly successful on this planet got successful off the very first idea they had. Stay disciplined. Stay sharp. Stay apex.